Well, good morning. We are in beautiful Prague, and we are enjoying the campus of this 1,000-year-old monastery known as the Adalbert. I'm staying here at the hotel part of this monastery, but the grounds are large. It is beautiful here. And in this video, I am going to be taking you into the city of Prague as well. So we're not going to stay here on the campus. We are going to head into town to look at the beautiful architecture and see this incredible historic area of Eastern Europe. Man, I've been reading about Prague most of my life, and now here I am walking through the streets and on the beautiful campus of this facility. I'm loving it. I'm so glad that I made East Europe as part of my travels this year. And I wanted to talk to you a little bit about how language has not been a problem. Why is that? I've traveled a lot around the world and languages have not been a problem. We'll talk about that during this video, because I do hear from many of you where you say, what's keeping me back is that I don't feel I would be able to converse. The same thing happened when I went through Latin America. I saw it in the comment section. I would love to go do that, but I don't speak this, I don't speak that, I don't speak Portuguese, I don't speak the Spanish. That's why I'm not going. I'm going to put that all to rest in this video, okay? And we're also going to get ourselves a great bite to eat. You know that. I am looking forward to every country that I go to, trying some of the local fare, and I'm just enjoying it. This channel is as much a foodie channel as it is a travel channel. That's just my lifestyle, and I'm glad to have all of you with. We've got a lot to cover in this video. Let's get going. Each day I've been hitting a different section of Prague. This old town area is very large, and so trying to walk it all in one day would be tough. But having several days here, it worked out perfect, and each area has a very cool feel to it. There's these beautiful bridges, lots of little coffee shops and restaurants. And this time of year, there's plenty of tourists, but I didn't consider it to be busy. I thought everything was open. Every restaurant had plenty of room. So beautiful. Man, this is exactly why I wanted to visit East Europe, to see the beautiful architecture, to be part of the history. So much fun. Let's have a seat and let's talk a little about languages as we travel. Over the last 2 and now going on 3 years of full-time travel, I've traveled through Latin America where I did not speak any Spanish. In fact, I would joke with my family that the most Spanish that I speak is what they teach in Dora the Explorer. I understood like just real basic words, and I just never used them because it never came into play. You see, I traveled through Latin America mostly just with a smile on my face. And if I actually needed to translate something, which very seldom did I ever have to, I used Google Translate. It has a camera feature which works wonderful, so you can actually read signs or documents. Never needed to. Most of where I'm traveling to around the world, even now going through East Europe, I'm finding everything either translated into English or there's someone working there that speaks English. All over the world, people practice English. It's very common. And I'm not having deep conversations with people. That's a big part of it as well. I don't want you to hold yourself back from seeing the world because you think that you don't know the language. There are so many languages that are spoken in East Europe, many, and I don't speak any of them. And it has not been a problem. Just go and enjoy yourself. You will get by just fine. And if you do find yourself in a position where you're sitting and having a conversation with someone, use the technology that is now available. And it's going to get better. With artificial intelligence, we are going to be able to translate with each other in real time using the voice of the other person into our ears, using our iPhones and our AirPods. This is all coming. But even before that comes, you can just go right now. I'm not having any trouble at all. Get out there and travel. One of the reasons why I love walking when I travel is because you find these kind of places, small hole in the wall style pubs and restaurants. This is Charles Pub, just this little family owned operation. The parents are working in the back cooking, the kids were up front serving, and you're looking at like the entirety of the pub right here. I just grabbed a dark beer. I just ordered something quick off the menu. If I'm not really hungry, I don't order a full meal. In this case, they had some homemade sausage and they had a little horseradish sauce with it. I said, you know what? That and a dark beer is perfect. Just get out of the cold for a moment, relax. Thank you so much.
Oh my word, look at that right there.
The homemade sausage right here. Oh yes, and the fantastic creamy horseradish. Had a little bit of yellow mustard with it as well. I want to mention, if you are planning a trip like this and you are curious about healthcare, curious about getting healthcare coverage while you are traveling, the first link in the description will give you information on travel healthcare coverage. Again, they do have river cruises. I did not go on one while I was here. I just walked the river and I loved it. But that's a very popular attraction here in Prague is the river cruises. And everything is just done up so beautiful. This is a little courtyard I came across just by walking. Happens all the time. My own family has asked me how I'm dealing with the language situation as I travel around the world. I've traveled through all of Asia. All of it, and haven't had any problems. I have traveled through Latin America, no problems. Now I'm traveling through beautiful Eastern Europe, no problems. Get out there and travel and enjoy your life. Stop worrying about these things. There are types of technology that can help, but other than that, get out there and smile. Okay, I point at what I'm looking for and I smile. You think I'm pointing at it because I'm trying to say, oh, yeah, that's such a nice color. I'm asking to buy it. And you know what they're in the business of? They're in the business of selling it. So they're going to put it on a plate and they're going to hand it to me. I don't even have to ask. I just pull out my credit card. They've already tapped the numbers into a machine and it's set in front of me. Beep, thank you. Grab my drink, grab my coffee or whatever, grab my snack, whatever I'm eating. It's not been a problem at all. Also, I'm noticing that there are menus with both English printing and with the QR codes. The QR code sends you to an English version of their menu. And you can sometimes even order right off of that. And the food will show up, but not always. But there are English menus that are available by QR code. Do not let language stop you in any way from getting out there and traveling. Just go. The cathedrals here in Prague, they are stunning. I mean, you will just stop and just check out the architecture and take your time. These big courtyards that you come across while you're walking. This was a group that met to look at the clock, the main clock here, when it hit 10 a.m. I guess every hour it's an attraction, and it was very interesting. Afterwards, stop in for a breakfast. I mean, I already had that little snack, but you know, a couple hours go by and I'm wandering around and I'll just find a nice little pub like this. I love everything about these pubs. I love the way they look. I love the feel inside. The whole atmosphere of Prague is just wonderful, and I don't mind just stopping in every couple of hours and grabbing something small off the menu. I am enjoying the flavor of the dark beers. I think that these are excellent. This is a locally made Czech beer, which is fantastic. And I ordered a nice breakfast with, again, homemade sausages. here in Prague, and I've tried many different sausages here. I'm doing my best to show you all the different local fares. Oh man, I tell you what too, there's a couple of pizza places here that I've been eyeballing, but yep, I'm trying my best to stick to the local foods. And it's been wonderful. This whole meal like this came up to about $12. I have found the meals to be delicious. I have found the cost to be excellent. I am enjoying the flavors and the sights and the people of Prague. I am so glad that I made Czechia a part of this trip through Eastern Europe. It has been a memorable experience, and it has also just been a wonderful walk into history. There's something else that I wanted to mention about traveling through East Europe.
While I'm making this video, I'm getting news reports that 2 more countries have entered this European Union conglomerate, this work together of passports, where you don't have to check passports anymore. 2 more countries have been added. I think this is going to be really good. I think this was the right time to come out here to East Europe. I'm enjoying it a lot. It's brisk. Yes, it's about 25 to 35 degrees, which is not bad for many of you. But remember, I'm kind of a guy from Hawaii, so it's a little cold for me. But otherwise, yeah, I think we're going to add some more countries to the list that I didn't expect to. So I appreciate you sticking around with me, because we've got a heck of a year ahead of us.
Enjoying the sights, sounds, and snacks of Prague. Oh yeah, these little waffle sticks. Oh my goodness, if you're thinking about opening a business, this is it. What a line to get these. And these were not cheap. This is $8. Whew. I mean, it is a tourist area, don't get me wrong. But yeah, this was like 200 of the local currency, and it's 23 to 1. So that's like $8. Whoo! But they are delicious. This was the milk chocolate with hazelnuts. That's the one that I chose, and it was fantastic. But again, if you and the family are thinking about starting a business, this might be the way to go. Delicious. And I wanted to show you some of the different snacks they had here, some of the local snacks in each of my Prague videos. I also got a chance to see one of the vintage cars here, which was cool. I always like to see vintage cars and motorcycles as I'm traveling, and East Europe, I'm telling you, if you're an enthusiast, it's the way to go. You'll have a great time. A little bit of a metalwork display going on, and because I walk, I was able to come across Disco Duck, and Disco Duck is a vinyl shop. I love finding vinyl shops. They are spinning the vinyl music and selling all the different vinyl, as well as cassettes and CDs. I love finding these little shops. A little Ramones, and oh yeah, they have an excellent selection here, and I love finding these kinds of places. What do they got up here? Oh, a little Dead or Alive. Yep. To all my, 90s alt music fans out there. Yeah, they had everything, and they were just playing it and having a good time. These are the kind of shops that I love to find. This is what exploring a city is all about to me. I found this bin where they had $1 items, and just dug around and found a little classical CD. I'm just going to give this to the staff at my hotel when I leave. Something that I learned is that where I'm staying at, the Adalbert Monastery, that area doesn't have a lot to eat, but they do have an incredible breakfast every morning. So what I've been doing is, at the end of my day, before I start heading back to the Hotel Adalbert, the monastery, I grab something just like this, so I get some food in my stomach. Remember, the editing process starts later tonight. These are 12-hour days. It's long days for me, so I make sure I get a good meal in me. Oh my goodness, Prague, I will definitely miss you. What a beautiful place to visit.
I want to thank you for spending some time with me today. We got a chance to talk today about a subject that comes up in the comment section, about speaking the local languages. I don't want you to hold yourself back from going to places around the world because you don't speak the local language. I don't either. And I get by just fine and have continued to get by just fine for years. While I'm traveling, I don't worry about it. I make it work and I just go. If you are interested in any of the lightweight equipment that I take around the world, traveling as a minimalist with one backpack, well, in the description you will find links to all of that. Also, you'll find a link for my new book, The Traveler and the Bard. And thank you so much for those of you who have picked that up. It's wonderful to read the comments, and I'm glad that you're enjoying it. Thank you. If you would like to learn more about this lifestyle, traveling around the world as a minimalist with one backpack, well, like and subscribe to the video and come with. Okay. Oh, look at how beautiful. What an amazing area. This campus is massive. It just keeps going. We'll talk again soon. Aloha.
I was just minding my own business, roaming the back roads here of the monastery when he saw me, the mad dog of the Adalbert.